time, don't waste your time, 'cause everything is out there, and there's no limits.
Broadcasting on 1278 medium wave and on the Premier Bedside Network at both Bassetlaw District General Hospital and the Doncaster Royal Infirmary, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is Trust AM, local hospital radio for local people. The latest national and international news from the Sky News Centre is next.
From the Sky News Centre at 6, Theresa May and Jeremy Corbyn have held Brexit talks, which lasted for 2 hours. We've not yet heard if anything was decided. The Prime Minister has defended resorting to meeting the opposition leader after criticism from her own MPs. Meanwhile, a decision in Parliament on whether there should be more non-binding amendments next week came down to Speaker John Bercow, who doesn't normally get a vote.
The news to the left, 310. I cast my vote with the noes. Yes, the noes have it.
A former match commander accused of the gross negligence manslaughter of 95 Liverpool fans in the 1989 Hillsborough disaster could have to go on trial again. Jurors couldn't reach verdicts on David Duckenfield, but they have found an ex-Sheffield Wednesday official guilty of a health and safety offence. The army is investigating a Snapchat video showing British soldiers using a photo of Jeremy Corbyn for target practice. Labour and Downing Street have criticised those involved. It happened in Afghanistan. Chris Parker used to be a military chief of staff there.
It's something which might be surprising to some people, but for those of us who served in the military, especially on operations, one of the ways that you can relieve the tension and extreme stress is quite odd sense of humour sometimes, and so I think that's what's happened in this particular case.
An elderly man and woman have been found dead at a house in the Duchess of Cambridge's home village. The pair in their 80s were discovered in Bucklebury in West Berkshire yesterday evening. Flybe is blaming a shortage of pilots and the Easter holidays after it cancelled dozens of flights. The airline insists 95% of services are running as normal and says it sincerely apologises. And the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's new Instagram has broken the record for the fastest time to get 1 million followers. The previous title was held by K-pop star Kang Daniel. That's the latest. I'm Simon English.
Trust AM weather.
This evening, there will be showers easing with more prolonged spells of rain, sleet, and perhaps some hill snow in the north for a time. Dry conditions developing again towards dawn. Cold with a patchy frost or fog in clearer spells with minimum temperatures of -1 degree Celsius. The outlook for Thursday will be a mainly dry day with sunny spells. Some isolated light showers for the east at first. Heavy rain into southwest later. Rather cold in easterly winds with maximum temperatures of 11 degrees Celsius. And the outlook for the weekend will be mainly dry with warm sunny spells on Friday. Generally cloudier and cooler over the weekend with rain or drizzle towards the coast in developing northeasterly winds. And that's your weather here on Trust AM 1278 medium wave and on the console channel number 1 of your bedside console. Good evening. Welcome to the Matt and Jamie show here on this Wednesday night. I hope you're having a great evening. We certainly are. We're here for the next 3 hours to bring you some tunes, some talk and some topical banter. But first, we're going to let Mick and the gang start you up here on Trust AM. 40 seconds, John. The Rolling Stones there, starting us up here on the Matt and Jamie show on Trust AM, and it's my time to introduce you now to my colleague,
Nice and apt there with Mick Jagger starting us up with the Rolling Stones. I do believe Mick's in hospital at the moment, undergoing some surgery on his heart. So, Mick, I hope they can get that started up for you again, and I hope you get well very soon.
Yeah, definitely. If you've not heard, the Rolling Stones have cancelled their tour, upcoming tour. Don't know whether it was a farewell tour or not, because they seem to have had quite a few of those recently.
Yes, they've been around for a few years, haven't they? But Mick Jagger just seems to be one of those people that never seems to age. He might look about 75, but he's got the physical capabilities of a 25-year-old.
A little bit like me then. Although I'm the other way round. I look like a 25-year-old.
I was about to. Well, I wouldn't go as far as saying you look 25, 52 maybe, but not 25.
So welcome once again to the show. This is the Matt and Jamie show. This is the show where we like to listen to what you want to hear. So get in touch with us by the following means, by text or by telephone number, to get your requests on here tonight.
That's right. The show of shows, the Matt and Jamie show, Midweek Madness, here on Trust Air. Matt, what are those important numbers?
To give us a call, dial 01 909 572 929 or text us on 077 467 50011.
That's right. We want to know what you want us to play tonight. You say it, we play it. That's the mantra that we live by. We've been tested on that many times in the previous weeks, and we've always delivered. So you say it, we play it. The mantra that we live by. Get on the text, get on the phone. Let us know what you want to hear. A song for a friend, a loved one, a family member, a song about anything that's going on that's topical at the moment, a song for Brexit, but maybe, there's plenty of those going around. You say it and we will play it.
We certainly will. So enough now of the chatty boys. Let's turn our attention to the Water Boys with The Whole of the Moon.
You held it in your hands. I had flashes
more variety, we play more variety.
Trust AM.
Oh, do-do-do-do-do-do. Good shout. What about St. Helens Fire?
I've got Robert Tepper. No Easy Way Out from Rocky Ford.
Oh yes. Give me some lyrics.
The sound of Joy Division there, and Love Will Tear Us Apart, and before that we had the Waterboys and The Whole of the Moon.
I think I was getting some real joy out of listening to that one. I think the reason we played that, I think, is because earlier on tonight, Matt and I were in a local supermarket, shall we say, and it came on the tannoy system in the supermarket. We were walking around singing it, so I think that's had some influence on him playing it. And all I'm thinking now is back to the times when I was used to go and watch England. Well, not used to, I still do go and watch England play cricket, but Graham Swan was playing, and they used to sing "Swan Will Tear Us Apart" again.
He certainly will. So it is Cricket 19 World Cup year, Jamie. Are you going to be going to any of the games?
I'm going to one of the Ashes tests this year at Edgbaston, England versus Australia. I think it's day 1 and maybe day 2.
Okay, so hopefully the weather in Birmingham should stay fine.
Yes, fingers crossed. Just like the weather in Worksop at the moment, it's quite nice out there.
It is. The weather at the minute is a little bit temperamental, isn't it? I mean, we have one good day, one bad day, one good day.
Well, it sounds a bit like you, really, Matt. You know, because I mean, your speech is all over the place one day, mostly Wednesday between 6 and 9, and then other days it's all fine.
It certainly is. So I will try and be as best as I can. I'm just going to say an apology for last week. If anybody was listening and trying to get in touch with Matt or Jamie, unfortunately we were both unavailable, so we couldn't broadcast to yourself. But I hope you did have a good time listening to our automation system. But there's nothing better than listening to live music here with Matt and Jamie on Trust AM.
Oh, you're throwing it over to me, Matt.
I'm
I'm sorry,
throwing it over,
I wasn't aware. That, you see, you don't get that on automation. You don't get the bumbling, the fumbling, the absolute bloopers that is the normality of the Matt and Jamie show on a Wednesday night here on Trust AM.
So enough about our talking. Let's get back onto the music, and we've got Voice of the Beehive now with "Don't Call Me Baby."
Well, that Madison Avenue.
Don't call me baby. She's waiting in the car. It took so long to get this far. Don't call me baby. You said forever, and then you went and changed your plans. You said that someday I would understand, but I still wonder. I wonder why we are not walking and fighting and asking for favors. Needing and did not while avoiding all the neighbors. Turns and distance that you can't return by miles. If I saw you again, I'd smile, but I'd say don't call me baby. And she is waiting in the car. It took so long to get this far. Don't call me baby. She's pretty, and I think that you have done quite well. I still say you can never tell. I wouldn't be surprised. You never know, we could be walking and fighting and asking for favors. Meeting at midnight while avoiding all the neighbors. Turns and distance that you can't return by miles. If I saw you again, I'd smile, but I'd say don't call me baby. When we were not the way we are, it took so long to get this far. Don't call me baby. Sometimes downtown, I think I see you, but I don't say a word because there is somebody new. It's too late to matter. There's no such thing as true. You're in the shadows till you left me in the dark. Don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me baby. Don't call me baby. Don't call me baby. Don't call me
More variety.
You're listening to Doncaster and Bassetlaws Hospital radio station, where we say more variety and we play more variety.
Trust AM.
Mystery.
That was The Emotions with The Best of My Love. But you are tuned in to Matt and Jamie giving you the best of our tunes.
Absolutely. You're not just getting the best of our love, you're getting the best of us here on Wednesday night. Midweek Madness, the best that Trust AM has to offer.
It certainly is. And if you want to get your song on the radio, get in touch with us via the text 077 467 500 11. Or if you want to give us a call here in the studio, please do on 01 909 572 929.
That's right, because as much as we love choosing the tunes for you, we love it when you can put a tune in that list for us and you say it, we will play it. You can trust us on that one.
Never been closer. I tried to understand that certain feeling carved by another's hand.
Keith's normally runs by now. What's that?
But it's too late to hesitate. We can't keep on living like this. Give no try. Don't look back. Temptation. You got to make me an offer. It cannot be ignored. Let's head for home now. Everything I have is yours. Step by step, day by day, every second counts. I can't break away. Leave no trace. Hide your face.
Twelve 1278 medium wave.
Trust AM. Are you a man who loves and cherishes and cares for me? Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Are you a heart in a prison, maximum security? Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Do we stay home all the time? 'Cause you want me to
Jordison there with Spotlight, and before that, Heaven 17 with Temptation. Here on the Matt and Jamie Show on Trust AM. More
That's right.
variety, hospital radio for Bassett Law and Doncaster.
That's right. If you're feeling the temptation to get a song on tonight, then you know what you've got to do. Give us a text or give us a ring on the numbers that Matt's about to provide you with, and we'll get that song on for you.
We certainly will. Text us here in the studio on 077 467 500 11 or call us on 01909 572 929. They are the all important numbers to get your song on tonight.
That's right. And don't forget, you say it, we play it. Many have tested it, and many have been, I can't think of the word I want to use.
Surprised.
Many have tested it, and many have been defeated, thinking that we wouldn't play what they've suggested.
We've played everything from Dominic the Donkey to Elvis Presley to Wham to whatever.
And we say it, you say it, we play it. We will play anything, from the Beach Boys to the Pet Shop Boys, from ZZ Top to Aha, from Justin Bieber to whatever. You name it, we'll play it.
We certainly will. And we're going to play a song now from a group that kind of resembles what the British summer is like over the past few years. It's Wet, Wet, Wet.
Woo!
Fancy going there? Watching the NFL? On then.
That sweet little mystery.
The station that gives you more variety, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 1278 medium wave. This is
Trust AM.
Look around your world, pretty baby. Is it everything you hoped it to be? The wrong guy, the wrong situation, the right time, the roll of me. Roll of me. Look into your heart, pretty baby. Is it aching with some nameless need? Is there something wrong and you can't put your finger on it? Right down, roll of me. And I don't think I have ever seen a soul so in despair. So if you want to talk, then that's true, 'cause who will be there? So don't try to deny it, pretty baby. You've been down so long you can hardly see. When the engine stalled and it won't stop raining, it's the right time to roll of me. Roll of me. Roll of me. And I don't think I have ever seen a soul so in despair. So if you want to talk, then that's it, 'cause who will be there? So look around your world, pretty baby. Is it everything you hoped it'd be? The wrong guy, the wrong situation,
20 seconds.
the right time to roll the beat, the right time to roll the beat, the right time to roll the beat.
Delamitri and Roll to Me, and before that we had Wet, Wet, Wet and Sweet Little Mystery. Hey, that rhymes. Roll to Me, Sweet Little Mystery. I'm a poet and I didn't know it.
There we go. Yes, something else, but I can't say it.
Thanks, mate.
There we go. Well, like Jamie, that was one of Jamie's choices here on the Matt and Jamie Show. Like him, if you want to get your song on, please get in touch with us via the text or by calling us on 01909 572 929, and the text number is 077 467 500 111.
I do like a bit of Delamitri, you know.
What's that?
I don't know. I like that one, and there's another one that they do that I can't remember the name of. But when I and the tune's just gone from my head. But when I get it back in, I'll know what it is. But I do like it. And Wet, Wet, Wet before that, Marty Pello, fantastic. Love a lot of their stuff.
What's the connection between Delamitri and Wet, Wet, Wet?
Both from Scotland? No, they're not both from Scotland, are they? Oh, they are both from Scotland.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Marty Pello's Scottish. Yeah, he is. Yeah. And speaking of connections, we're going to play the Matt and Jamie connection game later on. We're going to play you 3 songs, and you've got to guess the connection. I like what you did there, Matt.
You did.
Good
There
one.
we go. Just get that little pun in there before we continue with the songs. Like Sybil, we are good and ready to go.
You come back in my life, say the same old tune. Can say what you like, oh, but I'm not listening to you.
Stay tuned for more variety.
Trust AM. You treated me bad. Now what can I say? You told me you loved me, but you never felt the way. I tried so hard to carry on, but you left me there alone. Now I'm trying to say, don't treat you this way, but don't you know I don't need you. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life, give me your life. That doesn't mean nothing to you, nothing to you. Cheating and flirting is all you meant to do. I tried so hard to carry on, but you left me alone. Now you're trying to say, don't treat you this way, but don't you know I don't need you. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me, don't give me, don't give me, don't give me, don't give me your life. Don't give me, don't give me, don't give me, don't give me, don't give me your life. Oh no, I tried so hard to carry on, but you left me there alone. Now you're trying to say, don't treat you this way, but don't you know I don't need you. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life, give me your life. Don't give me your life, give me your life.
Alex Party there, giving me her life here on Trust AM 1278 medium wave and on Hospital Radio here at Bassetlaw and Doncaster. We are a free radio service on Channel 1 of the Premier Bedside Console at Doncaster Royal Infirmary and also here at Bassetlaw Hospital, where you can find us on 1278 medium wave on your radio. We broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you're interested in being a presenter here on Trust AM, get in touch with us in the studio and we can put you in touch with the right people in order for you to get your own show on the radio. Could you be the next Matt and Jamie? Who knows? Could you do a better job than us? We would like you to volunteer and see whether or not you could be. So, but enough of the talking, let's get back to the tunes. We've got a bit of Travis coming up after this one from Snow Patrol.
String this chaos, turn it into life. I've got a give me a chance to hold on. Just give me something to hold to. It's so clear now that you are all that I have. I have no fear 'cause you are all that I have. It's so clear now that you are all that I have. I have no fear 'cause you are all that I have. Your cinematic razor sharp, a welcome arrow through the heart. Under your skin feels like home. Electric shocks on aching bones. Give me a chance to hold on. Give me a chance to hold on. Give me a chance to hold on. Just give me something to hold on to. It's so clear now that you are all that I have. I have no fear 'cause you are all that I have. It's so clear now that you are all that I have. I have no fear 'cause you are all that I have. There is a darkness deep in you, a frightening magic I cling to. Give me a chance to hold on. Give me a chance to hold on. Give me a chance to hold on. Just give me something to hold on to. It's so clear now that you are all that I have. I have no fear that you are all that I have. It's so clear now that you are all that I have. I have no fear that you are all that I have. More variety.
Hospital Radio for Bassetlaw and Doncaster.
Closer to your bedside. Trust the end. Everybody's saying everything's alright.
a triple play then? We'll have to talk for about a minute 45. This one, yeah. What's coming up to this? Hey? Just talking. Yeah. Hey, what? There's some shows like AIDS. Still up there? No. Fran Healy asking that question whenever he goes out without his umbrella. Why does it always rain on him?
I think I might know the answer to this, Matt.
Go on.
I mean, I don't know too much about Fran Healy, and I don't know about his situation. I know he's from Scotland, another Scot, but it's not anything to do with Scotland. I think, reading between the lines here, that Fran Healy might have either been brought up in or currently lives in Bolton.
In Bolton?
Yes, because I went to Bolton about 10 years ago.
So you're a regular visitor?
Absolutely. It was the beginning of July. I left Newark Northgate train station, and it was a lovely 25 degrees, bright sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. I had my shorts on, the short sleeve t-shirt. I arrived in Bolton about 4 hours later. It was absolutely hammering it down with rain. It was cold. I was there for 4 days, and I think in the whole 4 days I was there, it never stopped raining. I rang my parents at home, the sun was bright, nothing but rain, all day and all night.
So it's true what they say about it being grim up north?
Absolutely, it's true. And I think that's why Fran Healy wrote that song. I think his parents moved to Bolton when he was a kid and brought him up there, and he never knew any different. I think that's the reason.
So even though it was raining, even though the sun was shining, it still rained on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
and he couldn't avoid the lightning either.
Well, no, not up there. I mean, up on the top of the Pennines,
Exactly.
So we have got the news coming up for you at 7 o'clock, but stay tuned for our triple connection game, where we will play 3 songs with one similar connection to each, and we've also got a couple of 80s bangers as well.
We have indeed. This connection game is so tough that even we don't know the answer yet.
So stay tuned for that after the news and weather next.
$12.78 medium wave.
Trust AM.
Let's get News Centre at 7. Downing Street and Labour say Brexit talks between Theresa May and Jeremy Corbyn have been constructive. Both sides have put out statements saying they've agreed a programme of work to try to break the deadlock. The Labour leader says they discussed what the situation is, and the Prime Minister reiterated her stance.
There hasn't been as much change as I expected, but we are continuing to have some discussions tomorrow morning to explore some of the technical issues surrounding it. And the meeting was useful, but inconclusive.
Families of the Hillsborough victims have reacted after a jury couldn't reach a verdict in the trial of the match commander on the day of the disaster in 1989. They say they're very disappointed, while David Duckenfield could face a retrial over 95 counts of gross negligence manslaughter, which he denies. Army officials have described a decision by soldiers to use an image of Jeremy Corbyn for target practice as a serious error of judgment. An investigation has started. RAF jets have been scrambled from Lossiemouth in the northeast of Scotland to monitor 2 Russian aircraft. A spokesman says the Blackjack bombers didn't enter British airspace, though. IKEA is looking for city centre sites for new shops. Bosses expect the number of people with cars to drop in future, making their big stores less attractive. On to sport, and Tottenham are preparing to play their first game in their new £1 billion stadium. Andrew Cheard is there.
It's 18 months late, and with 20,000 additional fans coming for every match, transportation problems are inevitable, but Spurs are coming home to a state-of-the-art £1 billion arena with a 65-metre-long bar, its own brewery, plus 65 food outlets. Just to look at the architecture, you know it deserves Champions League football, but that is by no means certain at the new White Hart Lane Stadium.
Manchester City can move back to the top of the table with a win over Cardiff, and Chelsea host Brighton. Scottish Premiership leaders Celtic are away to St Mirren, and Rangers play Hearts at Ibrox. That's the latest. I'm Simon English.
Just AM weather.
Your weather for this evening and tonight: showers easing with more prolonged spells of rain, sleet and perhaps some hill snow in the north for a time. Drier conditions developing again towards dawn, cold with a patchy frost or fog in clearer spells. Minimum temperature is -1 degrees. Thursday, a mainly dry day with sunny spells, some isolated light showers for the east at first, heavy rain into the southwest later, rather cold in easterly winds. Maximum temperature of 11 degrees. And your outlook for Friday to Sunday is mainly dry with warm sunny spells on Friday, generally cloudier and cooler over the weekend with rain or drizzle towards the coast, developing northeasterly winds. That's your weather. Now it's back to the madness with Matt and Jamie. What song?
Nice and live. Okay.
More variety.
The station that gives you more variety, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 1278 medium wave. This is
Trust Scrub is a guy that thinks he's fine, is also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want any of your time, and no, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Look at me, but his skin is kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me. 'Cause he's looking like glass and he's looking like trash. Can't give it a baby ass. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Car, you're walking. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. You did it home to mama. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. You have a shorty that you don't show love. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. Wanna get away with no money? Oh no, I don't want no scrub. No scrub. No, no. Passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want.
Matt, did you know that TLC, the band that have just played that, given us that last song, did you know that they've cancelled their subscription to a well-known satellite television broadcast?
I didn't know that, mate.
Yeah, do you know why?
Go on.
Apparently, there's no Scrubs.
Hey. Stay tuned for more jokes like that from Jamie on the Matt and Jamie Show. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I hope your Wednesday is going well. We're certainly having a great Wednesday evening, aren't we?
We are indeed, and because we're here and live and broadcasting for your listening pleasure, it's what we love to do. And I have just come up with a belter, an absolute belter of a triple play connection. It's so good that all I'm going to do is I'm going to give Matt the songs, and I'm not going to tell him what the connection is, and I'm going to see if he can figure it out. We're going to do that while we play these next couple of songs for you, and it will be on around about 7:20.
Yes, stay tuned for that. But first, we've got two iconic songs from the 80s, from a couple of well-known films that we are going to play next for you. The first one is from a film with Sylvester Stallone, where he goes overseas to fight the Russians, and the second one, well, it's a tune in its own right. The title of the song is the title of the film, so sit back, relax, and enjoy these next songs.
I'm so excited.
When I'm in this trouble, maybe better get that
Wild
straight.
thing.
I think it's unbelievable how you give into the hands of fate. There's something so worth fighting for. Some feelings never die. I'm not asking for another chance. I just wanna know why. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut out. There's no easy way out. Giving in can be wrong. I don't wanna pacify. I don't wanna drag you down. But I'm feeling like a prisoner. Like a stranger in a no-name town. I see all the angry faces. Afraid that could be you and me. Talking about what might have been. Thinking about what it used to be. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut out. There's no easy way out. Giving in can be Baby, we can share this skin. We can know how we
I'm so
feel
excited.
inside. Instead of
Wild
going
thing
down
like
in this mood,
Drinks one,
not knowing if we did
it's all
or
about
not.
competition.
Something's so worth fighting for. Some feelings never die. I'm not asking for another change. I just wanna know why. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut out. There's no easy way out. Giving it can be wrong.
station that gives you more variety.
Trust AM. You don't see the writing on the passing by, moving straight ahead and you know. But maybe sometime if you feel the pain, you'll find it all alone. Everything has changed. Play the game. You know you can't quit until it's won. Soldier on, only you can do what must be done. You know it's something you're not like me. You're just a prisoner, and you're trying to break free. I can see the horizon underneath the blazing sky. I'll be where the eagles flying higher and higher. We'll be a man in motion underneath the pair of wheels. Take me where my future's lying, set down those fire. Just how far that I can go. Just how far I go. Soon be home. Only just a few miles down the road. I can make it. I know I can. You broke a boy in me, but you won't break my man. I can see a new horizon underneath the blazing sky. I'll be where the eagles flying higher and higher. Gonna be a man in motion underneath this pair of wheels. Take me where my future's lying, set down those fire. I can climb the highest mountain, cross the wildest sea. I can feel that Elmo's fire burning in me, burning in me. Take me where the future's lying, set down those fire. I can see it through the horizon, underneath the blazing sky. I'll be where the eagles flying higher and higher. Gonna be a man in motion, underneath this pair of wheels. Take me where the future's lying, set down those fire. I can climb the highest mountain, cross the wildest sea. I can feel that Elmo's fire burning in me.
Did you guess the songs? That's right, it was John Parr with St Elmo's Fire, and before that Robert Tapper with There's No Easy Way Out from Rocky IV, which was on ITV over the weekend.
There was no easy way out on that one, Matt. You nearly forgot what you were doing,
I
weren't you?
always did, but luckily I managed to remember what it was called.
You did. You were boxing clever there, weren't you?
I was trying to think of the scene that I was watching it in when I was watching the film over the weekend.
At least you weren't thinking of your favourite film scene.
What, Dirty Dancing?
No, I was thinking more about the Top Gun volleyball scene is your favourite scene, isn't it?
No, I thought that was yours.
No, not at all, not at all.
No.
So are we ready for the connection game?
We are ready. I've got the 3 songs locked and loaded.
So I've given Matt the 3 songs. He has, in the interim, he has guessed it. But I think this is the hardest one we've ever done. and I'm not certain that anybody else is going to get it. So this is my challenge to you, the listener. I've given you what I think is the hardest connection game that we've ever done.
If you want to prove Jamie wrong, then get in touch with us once you know what the connection is between the three songs. 01909 572 929 is the telephone number, or text us on 077 467 500 11, and I'll leave it down to Jamie to introduce those.
And there'll be a prize for the person that gets it.
Does that mean I get a prize?
A prize? No, you don't get a prize, Matt, not at all. Because you got it before I said there'd be a prize. But there will be a prize for the person that gets it correct. So without further ado, here comes your first one.
Tonight we're gonna make it happen. Tonight we'll put all of the things aside. Give this time, show me some affection. We're going for those pleasures in the night. I want to love you, feel you, wrap myself around you. I want to squeeze you, please you. I just can't get enough. And if you move real slow, I'll let it go. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And I know I want to. We shouldn't even think about tomorrow. Sweet memories will last a long, long time. You'll have a good time, baby, don't you worry. And if we're still playing around, boy, that's just fine. Let's get excited. We just can't hide it. No. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
No.
I know, I want to love you, feel you, wrap myself around you. I want to squeeze you, please you. I just can't get enough. And if you move real slow, I'll let it go. I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I know, I want to. I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. Got me, baby. Now I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it, yeah. I'm so excited, and I want to give it up.
Wow, thing, I think I love you. But I wanna know for sure.
Wild thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything moving. Wild thing, come on, wild thing. Wild thing.
Well, there's your first two songs. We have the Pointer Sisters, I'm So Excited, and the Trogs, Wild Thing. Do you think you know it, or do you need one more? Get in touch with us, 01909 572 929 on the phone, or text us 077 467 500 11. If you need that all important third connection, it's coming up after this.
Broadcasting 24 hours a day.
Trust AM.
Hoensman is een moes, loes, dan moet dus hoes. Hoensman net zo bla, recht, moonlicht nicht.
I think that's the hardest connection game we've ever done here on the Matt and Jamie Show. That was the Pointer Sisters, I'm So Excited, the Trolls and Wild Thing,
Trogs.
the Trogs, sorry, and Wild Thing, and Hootsmon by whoever that was by.
Lord Rockingham's 11.
I thought he was going to say Lord Love Rocket then.
No, that's just me.
That was off Peter Kay's Phoenix Nights, wasn't it?
It was.
Lord Love Rocket and his Mongy Mate Max.
I thought you were going to say he's Monkey Mate Matt there.
No, not at all. But if you think you know what the connection is between those three songs, and I guarantee there's nobody out there that's going to get this, give us a call, give us a text on the following details.
Call us on 01909 572 929 or text us in the studio 077 467 500 11. We will tell you the connection and the answer in about 10 minutes time. But first, as Jamie says, the winner, there will be a prize and he will take it all.
talk about the things we've gone through, though it's hurting me. Now it's history. I play all of my cards, and that's what you've done too. Nothing more to say, no more race to play. The winner takes it all, the loser standing small beside the victory. That's her destiny. I was in your arms, thinking I belonged there. I figured it made sense, building me a fence, building me a home, thinking I'd be strong there. I was a fool, laying by the rules. The gods make flower dice, their minds as cold as ice, and someone we can hear loses someone dear. The winner takes it all, the loser has to fall. It's simple and it's plain. Why should I complain? But tell me, does she kiss like I used to kiss you? Does it feel the same when she calls your name? Somewhere deep inside, you must know I miss you. But what can I say? Rules must be obeyed. The judges will decide the likes of me and mine. Spectators of the show always stay alone. The game is on again. Of a friend, a big thing or a small, the winner takes it all. I don't wanna talk if it makes you feel sad, and I understand. You've come to shake my hand. I apologize if it makes you feel bad, seeing me so tense, no self-confidence. But you see, the winner takes it all. The winner takes it
More variety, Trust AM. Ooh, yeah. You might been hurt, babe. That ain't no lie. See me walk up and go. I remember you told me that it made you believe in love.
Nothing.
Is it going to be you, as NSYNC say, with the right answer for Jamie's connection game? And before that, we had ABBA and The Winner Takes It All. Jamie, are you going to enlighten us to see if anybody is the winner and will they take all of your prizes?
Well, Matt, the rumour has it that nobody has got it this week.
Wow.
Nobody. So
roll over next week?
We could roll it over next week, yes. We could, that's a good idea. We'll roll it over next week. But I hear you ask, what was the answer? So, of course, you heard the Trogs and Wild Thing, the Pointer Sisters, and Lord whatever his face with Hootsmon.
Lord Rockingham 11.
That's him, Lord Rockingham 11. Of course, Hootsmon was used to advertise Maynard's Wine Gums. Wild Thing was featured in an advert for Lion Bar, and I'm so excited by the Pointer Sisters was the theme for Cadbury's Crunchy. So connection was that they were all used to advertise confectionery.
There we go. I finally got it in the end, but unfortunately I don't win the prize because, as rules state, the prize was only offered after I got it right. So stay tuned for next week's show where we will double up the prize, where you can win. What are they going to win, Jamie? Have you not thought about that yet?
I've not thought about the prize just yet.
Okay, so if you fancy winning a prize from the Matt and Jamie show, stay tuned for next week's episode where we will have 3 new songs with 1 new connection. You lucky, lucky things.
Say you don't, but then you do. I'm trying again to build a wall around your heart, then break it through to you. You make it happen. If it's really true, oh lucky you. Chasing the moon, reaching out to touch the stars, but you land too soon. What will it take to make you see the way things really are? You've got this far, so let it happen. So if it's really true, oh lucky you. Give it up and tell the truth. You can't stop the rain. It's gonna fall on every roof. I've got the proof that only you can make it happen. There's nothing
Tones there with Slight Return, and before that we had the Lightning Seeds with Lucky You here on Trust AM.
And you lucky people are going to get to see the Lightning Seeds live in the flesh at the Newark Festival. I can't remember what the dates are, but it's around about June the 15th, I believe. The Lightning Seeds headline act, one of the headline acts at this year's Newark Festival, down there by the riverside.
It is a fantastic occasion, so if you can get tickets, I strongly recommend that you get down to Newark and listen to the live bands that will be playing there. What we'll do is we'll try and find out a few more bands who will be playing and let you know on the air.
Well, yes, I can just go into that well-known search engine that rhymes with frugal and see what I can do a bit of a frugal search.
There we go. And whilst Jamie does that, and we'll let you know, I just want to pay homage to a great in the two-tone and ska scene who recently died last week. That is, of course, Rankin Roger, who was lead singer of The Beat. A fantastic act if you ever saw them live. And I'm just going to play one of their songs now that you may remember. It's called Mirror in the Bathroom. I know you're tired.
Saturday, Razorlight, the Lightning Seeds, and the Feeling.
I love it when it's called. I love it when it's called. You get.
I like it.
The Beat there with Mirror in the Bathroom, especially in the memory of Rankin Roger, who died last week in Birmingham. Now, Jamie has found out those artists who will be performing at the Newark Festival. Jamie.
I have indeed. What a lineup it is this year. On the Friday night, there's a singer called Becky Hill. Not quite sure who she is. I don't know if she's a local act or whatever, but she's on with Sigma, the big dance DJ, and a DJ set from an yet unannounced DJ. I'm led to believe it's going to be a big name.
Could it be Matt and Jamie?
Potentially, yeah. They're leaving the door open for us. I did actually hear one rumour that Dave Pearce was lined up, but on the Saturday, the Lightning Seeds Razorlight and The Feeling. What a lineup that is.
Certainly is, and we will have those two acts after the news at 8 for our Everything at 8 session.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. Hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Lips as sweet as candy, its taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. Got a bug from you, girl, but I don't need no cure. I just stay affected if I can for sure. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. Hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. All the good love when we yeah, you turn me on. Hooked on a feeling.
Bringing you more variety 24 hours a day. 1278 medium wave.
From the Sky News Centre in Kent, Theresa May has met Jeremy Corbyn for Brexit talks, which both sides have called constructive. The two leaders' teams have decided what they'll be working on as they try to break the deadlock. Speaking before they met, the PM defended the talks after criticism from members of her own party.
I think there are actually a number of areas that we agree on in relation to Brexit. I think we both want to deliver leaving the EU with a deal. I think we both want to protect jobs. I think we both want to ensure that we end free movement. I think we both recognise the importance of the withdrawal agreement.
Families of the Hillsborough victims say they're very disappointed after a jury couldn't reach a verdict in the trial of the match commander. Police Chief David Duckenfield could face a retrial over the gross negligence manslaughter of 95 Liverpool fans in the 1989 disaster. Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn says he was shocked that paratroopers in Afghanistan used an image of his face for target practice. A clip of it was posted on Snapchat. The Ministry of Defence is looking into why his face was used. An investigation into the suspected deliberate poisoning of patients by hospital staff has led to 4 more arrests. 3 other workers have previously been questioned over the deaths at Blackpool Victoria Hospital in November. On to sport, and Tottenham's first game in their new £1 billion stadium is underway. Andrew Cheal is watching the match with Crystal Palace.
It's Spurs 0, Palace 0. The opening ceremony emphasised youth on the pitch, muskets and musicians, mostly teenagers, proclaiming, "We're home." The theme of the night, everybody dreams, and on every seat was a flag-waving Spurs fan. It was loud, it was proud, and they've got to town on the PA system, which goes up to volume 11, if you know that line. All it needs now is a goal, but it's Spurs 0, Palace 0.
Elsewhere, Manchester City can move back to the top of the table with a win over Cardiff. They lead 1-0. Chelsea and Brighton is goalless. Scottish Premiership leaders Celtic are away to St Mirren, while Rangers are hosting Hearts. There are no goals there either. That's the latest. I'm Simon English.
The weather on Trust AM.
Weather for this evening and tonight: showers easing with more prolonged spells of rain, sleet, and perhaps some hail snow in the north for a time. Dry conditions developing again towards dawn. It's going to be cold with a patchy frost or fog in the clearer spells. Minimum temperature is -1 degrees. Thursday's a mainly dry day with sunny spells. Some isolated light showers for the east and rain to the southwest later. Rather cold and easterly winds and a maximum temperature of 11 degrees. Your outlook Friday to Sunday is mainly dry with warm spells on Friday, generally cloudier and cooler over the weekend with rain or drizzle towards the coast in developing northeasterly winds. That's your weather. Now it's back to Matt and Jamie on Trust AM.
More variety.
You're listening to Doncaster and Bassetlaws Hospital radio station, where we say more variety and we play more variety.
Trust AM.
I love me. Oh, turn this off.
That's right. Seagulls outside. This is Don't Say the Business. Who don't select that? Wind them all. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, the guys, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, the guys, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, the guys, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, the guys, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, the guys, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, the guys, yeah, love me. Me frosty, me purple, me lover, alien. Who me go by the name of the Ragamuffin. Toasting, 1, 2, 3. I'm toasting y'all in the dance society. When I read it, I'm coming and jumping, mash up the place and so much song. The sound of the rubber of this. Gonna waste the place in your face. Let's get it strong. Wiggle your body, girl. Wiggle your head. Me, I'm a lover, me, I'm a rich man. I'm a ziggy man. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, they got, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, they got, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, they got, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Yeah, love me. Them girls, they got, yeah, love me. They call me Ragamuffin 'cause that is my name. With a rubber dub steady, it's a blingin' me bim. On the ragged tip, you know respect is due. 'Cause I'm a wicked alien lover and I'm after you. Boom, boom, the drum so boom, the shaking, the rocket, the room go boom. The mix is up and the mix is hot. Wiggle in it, girl, I wiggle that bang. Bing, bang, the bells and chime. Yamma ding dang, gonna make you mine. I'm a heartbreaker, a body shaker. You want the sky, I'm a skyscraper. Yeah, love me, yeah, love me. Them girls, they got, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me, yeah, love me. Them girls, they got, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me, yeah, love me. Them girls, they got, yeah, love me. Yeah, love me, yeah, love me. Them girls, they got, yeah, love me. Yeah, love it when I do it to the left. Yeah, love it when I do it to the right. Yeah, love it when I do it to the right. Yeah, love it when I do it to the left. Yeah, love it when I do it to the right. Yeah, love it when I do it to the left. Sing it side. Oh yeah, come on, back.
Zig and Zag kicking off our Everything at 8 hour here on the Matt and Jamie show. If you thought that we wouldn't play any random music, you're in for a big surprise.
I'm sorry, man. I think you've peaked at that. I think 8:05, so 8:06 on Wednesday the 3rd of April. I think we've just broken the radio. Zig and Zag. What a song.
There we go. That's the bar. It has been set. If you can think of any song to top that for randomness, get in touch with us and get that song on the radio. 01909 572 929 or 077 467 500 111.
I was going to say, I bet that's played at student nights everywhere, but I think if you asked a student these days what Zig and Zag was, I think they'd probably say it was either a cigarette paper or a synthetic substance.
Or probably a line that goes up and down, up and down.
More than likely.
But if you think that we can't get any cheesier or more random than that, get in touch with us, because you know what? We can fix it. Yes, we can.
For the builder. For the builder. Scoop looking busy and lonely too. Lofty and Wendy join the crew. Bob and the gang have so much fun. Working together, they get the job done. For the builder. For the builder. For the builder. For the builder. Time to get busy, such a lot to do. What will you got fixing till it's under the next you? Bob and the gang make a really good sound. Working all day till the sun goes down. Bob the builder. Bob the builder. Bob the builder. Bob the builder. Right. Left a bit. Right a little. Okay. Straight down. We can tackle any situation. Look out, here we come. Can we fix it? Bob the builder. Can we fix it? Bob the builder. Bob the builder. Bob the builder. Digging and mixing, having so much fun. Working together, they get the job done. Can we build it? Yes. Can we fix it? Bob the builder. Bob the builder. All together now. Bob the builder. Can we fix it? Bob the builder. Can we fix it? Bob the builder. Bob the builder. Can we fix it? Bob the builder. We better get some work done.
Day and night, we play more variety. Only on
Trust AM. Well, I'm rumbling in this JCB.
Oh, I see. So we're fixing it in the
I'm
JCB.
5 years old, my dad's a giant sitting beside me. And the engine rattles my bum like berserk. While we're singing, don't forget your shovel if you want to go to work. My dad's probably had a bloody hard day, but he's being good fun and bubbling and joking away. And the procession of cars stuck behind are getting all impatient and angry, but we don't mind. And we're holding up the bypass. Oh, me and my dad having a top laugh. Oh, wow. Sitting on the toolbox. Oh, and I'm so glad I'm not in school, boss. So glad I'm not in school. Oh no. we pull over, let cars pass, and pull off again, speeding by this summer green grass. And we're like giants up here in our big yellow digger, like Zoids or Transformers, or maybe even bigger. And I want to transform into a Tyrannosaurus Rex, eat up all the bullies and the teachers and their pets. Tell me AD and Bruce
and truckers, and we're holding up the bypass. Oh, me and my dad having a top laugh.
oh, sitting on the toolbox. Oh, and I'm so glad I'm not in school, boss. So glad I'm not in school, and we're holding up the bypass. Oh, me and my dad having a top laugh. Oh, I'm sitting on the toolbox. Oh, and I'm so glad I'm not in school, boss. So glad I'm not in school. Said I'm Luke, I'm 5, and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5, and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5, and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5, and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round, and we're holding up the bypass. Whoa, me and my dad have a top laugh. Oh, whoa, and I'm sitting on the toolbox. Oh, and I'm so glad I'm not in school, boss. So glad I'm not in school. I said I'm Luke, I'm 5, but my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5, but my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his Luke, I'm 5, but my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5, but my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB.
Did we top it? What do you think? Can you better that for the randomness that is the Everything at 8 Hour on Matt and Jamie show? Get in touch with us 01909 572 929 or text us 077 467 500 11.
Bob the Builder and Zig and Zag. I'm in shock. I was waiting for Mr. Blobby,
No Mr. Blobby on this show.
or maybe even the Teletubbies.
Same again. No Teletubbies on this show.
But actually, we've already got Dipsy in the hot seat tonight, so we don't need any more.
You don't want to know what I was going to say then about you. We will keep it clean as we are before the watershed here on the Matt and Jamie show on Trust AM, more variety hospital radio for Bassett Law and Doncaster. We are a free radio service on Channel 1 of your premier bedside console at Doncaster Royal Infirmary and also here at Bassett Law Hospital, where you can find us on 1278 medium wave on your radio. We broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
But the best time of those 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is between 6 and 9 on a Wednesday night, your midweek madness, and we've got about 45 minutes to go.
We certainly have. So get your songs requests in straight away, because you know what? We love it when you call.
Found a switch, turned it on. I hit the ditch, you carried on. I was so near, now you're so far. I ain't quite sure never call at all. He loves it when you call. He loves it when you call. Yeah, no wonder you say, I hope you find your change. When you do, I really hope it's all the same. I love it when you call. I love it when you call. I love it when you call, but you never call at all. See, what's the complication? It's only conversation, and I love it when you call, but you never call at all. Whoa.